How to create a Jira dashboard, easy step-by-step walkthrough. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys step-by-step on how you can get started with creating your own Jira dashboard. Now, what exactly does a Jira dashboard achieve? Well, Jira allows you to stay on track with all of your tasks, and using a dashboard can be a great way to summarize all of that information. It helps your entire team stay on track, and it enables a manager or a supervisor to stay up to date on everyone. So to get started, simply click on Jira and you're just going to sign up on Jira. You can simply get started with a free trial. You don't need to put in any card information or anything like that. Just proceed with your free trial. I'm just going to create my account over here using my Gmail address. You can use your email. After that, you're going to name your site. Usually this is going to by default use your email, but you can customize that to your business name. So whatever the business is called, you can add that, or your project is called, you can add that. For me, it's going to be, it's lowercase only, lemon squeeze. Okay, that's already taken. I'm going to change that to Lemon Agency, and then we're just gonna click on continue. Now once we've clicked on continue, over here our first Jira dashboard or Jira account has been created, where we're going to start setting up the rest of our project. Jira right now is just going to get a few things ready for your dashboard, and then you can proceed and log on to your Jira account. It only takes a couple of seconds, and then you have a couple of onboarding questions. We're going to be using this for project management, and then you're going to name your space. So your space is basically where you add your team, where you add your tasks, where you add due dates, so on and so forth. So let's say we're going to call this initiative planning, and then we're working on maybe a campaign for AI tool campaign, and then we're going to keep teams aligned, and then we're going to click on create space. We're going to add a due date. Let's say our due date is for the next month, and then we're going to create our first space as well. You can skip this step if you want. I just find it to be very easy when you're setting everything up to be able to set up your first space over here as well. It barely takes a few seconds, and it makes everything really easy to view and really neat and organized. So right now I'm just going to wait a couple of seconds, and once I've completed everything, I can move on. Now, once our first space has been created, we can proceed with starting to add more items to that space, so more tasks. I can click on create, and you can add individual tasks. Now, tasks on Jira, you have different types of elements or different types of items that you can add. This can be an epic, or this can be a task. Then after that, you have your more spaces section, and then your general more section. Now, in Jira, by default, you guys can see we have a sample space that is going to be created for us, and then we have our initiative planning space that was created. Now, after that, you can go into your space settings to change any of the space items, access, automation, fields, as well as work types, which includes our epic, task, and then subtask. Now, for different teams, for different types of teams, things are going to work differently, so you can change those as they are. Then below that, you have your features. So right under your space settings, you have your features, where you have a summary, you have a timeline, you can add a backlog, list, calendar, reports, forms, and then goals. Then below that, you have sprints as well. Then after that, you have estimation, code, security, deployments, and project pages. So we're going to go back, and from here you guys can see the summary board, which serves as a basic dashboard. So now going back into our Jira space, you guys can see if we go into our spaces, we have our summary template board. Now this has already been configured, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to show you guys how you're going to build a space and how you're going to build a dashboard for a new space. Let's say we are working with sales and we want a space approval, sales tracking. We're going to add a sales service management, and then all we do is we're going to take this template and we're going to proceed. And you can do this for any of your Jira boards, even if you're starting from scratch, even if you are just, getting started. This is not going to be limited to just a fancy board. You can use this on any of your boards. We're going to go back over here, and then we're just going to use Jira Service Management. And then I'm just going to refresh our page here. And if we're we're going to configure our previous dashboard. I can even show you guys how to do that. So once you have your space ready, now in the past, Jira had like a unified dashboard where you can select where you're trying to derive your data sources from, but now you have this dashboard. You have this individual space, and then you can add to navigation, scroll down, and now you're going to add a summary, which is basically the dashboard that you're trying to create. Now, by default, this one has a couple of widgets, and you can filter this out as well and customize these particular widgets as well. So over here within this widget, it has a status overview, recent activity, priority, types of work, epic progress, and then team workload. Now for different spaces, when you have different types of tasks and different ways that you have categorized everything, then it's going to look differently for you. And you can even go into dashboards over here. And once you go into dashboards, you can click on create dashboard to build like a unified dashboard. Let's say this is going to be called my lemon 2 or lemon 1. And then you can make the viewers and all of that private of this. And then you're going to create a separate dashboard. So the summary within a space serves as a individual summary, but your unified dashboards are going to be slightly different. Although these are pretty amazing, these are more so for managerial level. So starting off, let's say I want to see the number of times in a status, so we're going to go with this one maybe. So what you're going to do is that you're going to just select the one that you want to add, click on add, created versus resolved chart, then I want to add project chart, a pie chart, and then I can choose what type of things I want to add. I'm going to move this over here, and then I can select the assignee and the project that I want to display. So this kind of unified dashboard is really helpful when you're trying to get information about everything that's happening across, because if there's a lot of information that you need to manually overview, you can't open each individual space and try to overview everything. This gives you a unified viewing experience, and you're able to find all the relevant information. So now it's time to configure these. So let's say we have the project, which is an initiative planning that we're going to add, and I want this to be updated daily. And then the collection operation is counting, display the trend of unresolved, yes, display versions, only major versions, and then I'm going to click on save, and just like so I've configured this. So this shows me the created issues and the resolved issues. As soon as I go back into initiative planning and then I resolve an issue and I go back into my dashboard, I can pin this dashboard as well and move it to the start section so it's easier to access. And if I refresh this, it will show me, another resolved issue. So just like so, you can build your dashboard on Jira. It's pretty easy and simple, and it takes less than 10 minutes. And if you're looking to get started with Jira, their pricing starts for as low as $7.91 for their free version, and they even have a completely free version for a 10-member user limit. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions or queries, leave those in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you guys have to say.